Hey guys, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us. We have another exciting show for you today. We have Patrick Onen, aka Hyper Hype, is here with his dancers. He's going to sing for us later on. And also we have Eddy Isobor, a Nigerian chef, who's going to show us how to make the famous Egusi soup. But first, as we always do it, we're going to be talking about secret to a happy marriage. And for that, I have Mr. Kanu here. They've been married for 28 years. They have 4 children and, still going strong. So I'm going to introduce them right after this. We'll be right back.
Switch on TV, it's a Posh D show on Showtime. Switch on TV, it's a Posh D show on Showtime. For your news and views, good reviews and interviews, she'll blow your mind away. Yeah. For your hot topics plus gossip, celebrity lifestyle, she'll blow your mind away. Fashion and makeup, celebrity lifestyle. Using on the Posh show. Switch on TV, it's a Posh D show on Showtime. Switch on TV, it's a Posh D show on Showtime.
Hey guys, welcome back. And I'm here with my guest. They are Mr. and Mrs. Kanu. They've been married for 28 years. He met her when he was 14 and she was 13. And they're still together and still going strong. That's why we invited them today, for them to really give us advice and tips how to keep a happy marriage. Mr. and Mr. Kanu, Mrs. Kanu, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, how are you guys? You guys okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Fine, thank you.
Really impressive. 28 years of marriage. Wow. That's why you guys are here, to just give us advice and tips on, how to really keep a healthy and long, happy marriage. So you've been married 28 years?
Yes.
Wow. And you guys met when you were 13, he was 14?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So guys, as you know, we really got you on the show so you can just talk about how you really managed to, be together for 28 years. That's a long time.
A very long time.
Yes, but that's what we wonder, because nowadays, lots and lot of people are getting divorced, and for you guys to stay married for 28 years is really impressive, and I think, I would really appreciate if you could just tell us how you did it.
Amen. For me, as a woman, I believe, as I'm a Christian as well, as the Bible, the Bible tells us when you marry, you become one. You will leave your mom, your dad, and become one. And then, for me, I need to respect my husband. I have to, and he have to be the head of the house, as Christ is the head of the church. And he have to be the husband, the head of everything, and being respectful, loving and care, and put him first in everything, and let him be in charge of the house, and let him be the dad, the husband. I know when I was young, when I was not married, it's a different thing when you got married, because when you're not married, it's like boyfriend and girlfriend, it's different. The way you speak to him when you're not married is different from when you got married. The way you will speak to him and the way you have to obey him and listen to him. Like for me, I listen to him, I let him be the center of everything. Money, nowadays it's like money break marriage. It's wrong. For me, my husband control the accounts in the house. He control even my wage. I just show him my slip, and he manage it. He pay the mortgage, he pay everything. I don't do nothing with money.
Really?
Yes, I don't do, but I got all the rights to do everything. I've got my cards and everything, but I just respect him to just take control over everything. You see, through by that, I trust him. I know when he's managing it very well. He manage the account and manage, you know, the household, and he manage the children as well, you know,
yes.
bring them, you know, I bring them up, but, you know, he help. And he help with the housework. He helps with the shopping. He helps with the cleaning in the house. He helps with everything.
Even with cooking?
With the cooking as well. I cook. I'm a very good cook, but my husband just go in there and he help with the cook, and he do with the dishes as well.
Wow.
You see, that's a great husband. True by that, before that, because if you respect your husband and trust your husband, you know, and put God in first in your relationship, this is how God works. You know, it will work and will do things amazing for you, which you will really, really appreciate.
That's right.
You know, because, and show him love as well. And I love him with all my heart. I always say God first, and my husband second, then my kids.
Your kids third.
Third, yes. But people disagree about us. Oh, God and you know, what about your kids? Yes. Why? Because the kids will marry and go.
That's right.
And then my husband will stay with me.
And the husband was there before the kids.
Before the
anyway.
kids.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. That's the point.
Exactly.
You know, but
yes.
I thank God for him blessing me with my husband, because, you know, through by all these things I see my husband is doing and being respectful, and he respects me a lot. You know, he respects me in so many ways.
Yes.
So me too, I respect him, you know, in so many ways. And he listened to me. You know, we listen to each other and we advise each other and we bring up each other up with scriptures from the Bible. And, you know, we go to church, because I was an Anglican before. But when I got married to him, he just like bring me to the Church of Christ, London Church of Christ. We attend London Church of Christ, and they teach us as well, you know, how to, you know, do in our marriage, you know, how to love your husband and how to be respectful to your husband and how to put God first.
Yes.
That's why.
I noticed when you were talking, you mentioned respect a lot.
Yes.
And I think that's very important in a relationship, respect and communication.
Communication, yeah.
Because I know that like the young people nowadays, they don't respect each other.
No.
And that's one of the reasons as well. There's a lot of problems in their relationship and their marriage. All right, so Mr. Kanu, what do you have to say about that?
Well, I appreciate my wife for what she said. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you to you as well for giving us the opportunity to be here.
Oh, you're welcome.
First of all, I have to thank God for blessing me with a wonderful wife. At the age of 14, when I saw her, in the first instance, I knew straight away, this is the woman for me. And since then, I've never turned back.
Wow.
And I thank God for her in my life,
Amen.
for being the wife and the mother of my great kids. She's a wonderful woman, very respectful, very loving. She's been there for me, because life was really challenging for us when we were growing up. I came from a very poor background.
Okay.
Yes, my dad was a very poor person, a laborer, so he can only earn enough for us to eat at home. So he was there, she was there with me. So all those years, through those years of challenge, difficult years, there was a point in my life when she was even helping me pay my school fees.
Wow.
Yeah. So when I came to London, 1988.
She even remembered the date.
Yes.
That's good, yes.
I made it a point of duty that she would join me. And she joined me 6 months afterwards.
So you came over first?
Yeah.
All right. And then she joined.
That's right. So we got married in 1989. I'm 56, she's 55. So we've known each other well over 40 years.
Wow.
And
that's what we call true love.
Yeah.
True love.
That's right.
Yes.
And love has to be unconditional. I have to love her for who she is, care for her, love her, be patient with her. You know, I make mistakes. She she's patient with me, so she makes mistake. We're not perfect. We're not a perfect marriage, perfect relationship, but we have to be a one another. We have to be there for one another, even in good times and in bad times, for better or for worse, and till death do part us.
Yes, that's the thing, though. So, what advice would you give to young people out there that just got married? They like going through challenges and end up obviously being separated or divorced. So, what can we really do? What can we say to them? To say to them that you can't do it. You can't stay in this relationship, even if it's hard. Try your best, and nobody's perfect. No relationship is perfect. So, what would you say to them after all your experiences? That after all these years you've been together, what would you say to a young couple out there?
For me, when you're married, you need to think that I'm going to this relationship for life. You need to talk to each other. Even if one don't want to listen, you have to wait. When the calmness is there, you listen to, and you talk over things, and you pray over things. You pray, put God first in your relationship. Even if you're not going to church, find a church. Because you married in a church. Even if you married in a mosque, there's God name called in there. Even if you married, whatever marriage you have in the registry, God name called there. So you need to talk to one another. You need to talk to one another, and then bring issue to one another. Even when you're too calm, or at night when the children go to sleep. Even if you don't have, children, wait when it's quiet. You talk to each other. You always say to one another, I love you. Even the beginning of your relationship or your marriage, just that you love one another. Even on the phone, you go into house, so you're going to walk, just said, I love you. And he said, what do you want me to say? Just a smile or a kiss? So you need to put God, and another advice is, let the husband be in charge of the marriage, and let him be the center to dictate. I know sometimes it's hard, you want the woman want to speak. Yes, you can speak, but be there for him to speak and to take advice from him. And if you have like a church member or the elder or your evangelist, go and speak to your evangelist what is going on.
All right. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, I'll let you carry on, and also I want to hear from you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Look Park, new sensational fragrance by Lollipop Couture. Like me, like me, like me, like me, like me, like me. New sensational fragrance by Lollipop Couture.
Let me bring out glamour and all your timeless luxury. I know you like it.
Within a smell. Come on, come to the neighbor. Within a smell. Grab one, look apart, like me, tell my neighbor.
Hey guys, welcome back. If you're just joining us, today we're talking about the secret to a happy marriage. And I have Mr. and Mrs. Kanu. They've been married for 28 years and they are my guests on the panel today. Welcome back.
Thank you.
So just before the break, Mrs. Kanu was really giving us advice on how to keep the marriage going and keep it happy. So Mrs. Kanu?
Yes.
Yes.
There's so many points for me.
Yes.
One, communication. You need to be like, let money don't be in center of your marriage.
That's very important.
Yes. You spend time together. You go on holidays. You need break. You go family holiday, but you have time for you and your husband to have time together as well. You can go on holiday. And be respectful to your husband and let your husband lead. And when, please can come again. When you want something from your husband, you said please. Something, I love you. you know, we say darling, but I call my husband MH. MH mean my husband. So all the time
Does that mean in your language?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's MH mean my
Initial.
husband initial.
Oh, wow.
It's Sam Kanu, it's SK, but people
Okay.
ask me, why is he MH? It mean my husband.
Oh,
So
right.
I always in my head thinking my husband is there. My
All
husband
right.
is here, God and my husband. So MH, if I MH now, or sometimes I call dad.
Okay.
I remember my daughter when she was growing up, she said, "Oh, that's not your dad." And I was thinking, "Oh, it's my dad," you know,
Yes.
because calling my husband dad, it's been special to me. I think of my dad and I think of my husband, you know.
Yes.
So I think I will leave the rest to my husband. Maybe you want to make it.
Yes, yeah. I'm sure he wants to say something.
Something,
Mr. Kanu?
Yeah.
All right, what would you add to that?
Well, I've got a few points I want to add to that. To have a great marriage, you need to have great romance. The
Yes.
flowers, the kisses.
And that's a good point, because I think that still need to be you still need to keep doing that even
Yeah.
after 28 years.
Of course.
A friend of mine said to me that you need to have a date.
That's right.
Apparently, a date is very important.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
after all these years, you still have to make time to go on a date.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
Yes.
Definitely. In fact, even now, we're going on a cruise on the 18th, a romantic cruise on our wedding anniversary.
Wow.
So I'm taking her to the Caribbean for 7 nights.
Very nice.
So to keep the marriage going.
Yes.
Also, the husband should not be selfish in the relationship.
Very important.
I mean, if you know what I mean, bedroom issue,
Yeah.
you cannot be selfish.
That's right.
It's got to be reciprocal, making sure the wife is satisfied,
She's happy. Yes.
because that is very important to
It
keep
is.
the marriage going. Also, for me, I need to listen more to my wife. I think she has more in the relationship than I do. She's more when it comes to bringing ideas. She's on top of that, so I tend to listen more to her. She's quick to say sorry, and I've learned from that. So now I think I also do the same.
Yes.
If I wrong her, I should be quick to say sorry before the night goes.
Yes, because some people
know.
find it very hard to say sorry.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know, and that's very important as well. Knowing that you're wrong and say sorry. And also, I've been told that never go to bed angry. If you
That's
have
right.
issues, if you fight before bedtime, make sure you sort it out.
That's
Say
true.
sorry to each other
Yeah.
and go to bed.
Yeah.
Yes. What else? What else do you have for us?
My other point which I shouldn't forget is just got my glasses on.
All right, that's
so I
fine.
don't forget.
Yes.
Right. We have a joint bank account. That's very important.
Yes.
The moment the wife has her own bank account, the man has his own bank account, there are issues. So we try to have a joint bank account. All our accounts are joint. And when the bank statement comes, I show her.
Yes.
We talk about issues. What next we do, our plans. We agree on it. What we shouldn't do, we shelve.
That's good, because
Yeah.
then you know what's coming in and what's going out.
That's
and
right.
Whatever you spend, you can tell her, okay, this is what I spent on this, and she can tell you as well, this is what I spent on this. And I think that's good. That's very important.
Yeah, transparency. And our phones, our emails, she reads my emails, I read her emails.
That's good.
I put my phone there, she's free to read my text.
That's right.
I can read her text. There's transparency in everything that we do.
Totally.
You know, we don't hide. Like the phone rings and I go to the corner and answer, then I'll be bringing suspicion in her mind. I don't want to do that.
That's right.
I want to keep her happy, so I'll always make sure my phone is there. When it rings, she's happy to pick it. If I'm in the toilet, say, pick it up and answer it for me. So we have
I
that
like
transparency
I like that.
in the
Yes,
relationship.
that's good. I like that. That's,
And another
yes.
thing is, don't allow your family to interfere into your marriage.
That's right.
Because
Family and friends.
That's right. Family
Yes,
and friends.
add the friends, yes.
Family and friends.
Yes.
Because for my husband is my best friend. Everything is my husband.
Yeah.
I don't allow friends. I don't talk about my marriage to friends. I don't talk my marriage to my relatives or not. Even my dad passed away 7 years ago, you know, born Africa, you know, when they send, like sending money, I tell my dad, my whole family, you don't speak to me, you speak to my husband. If my husband said yes, it's yes.
And the same to my family, speak to my wife first.
It's no.
That's good.
So through by that, you can see how your marriage can grow, because you know there's no family interfering, there's no friends interference. You know, you just focus on God and focus on your husband and your family. That's how, you know, marriage should be. That love should be there, that trust to be there, that focus should be there, that willingness should be there. Then your life is just like God, and you go to church together every Sunday.
Yes,
you
and
know,
do everything together.
Everything together.
Everything together.
That's
well, you heard it from Mr. and Mrs. Kanu. So if you want a healthy and long, happy marriage, just follow the advice. They've been married for 28 years. Obviously, they've been doing something right. When God has really blessed them. And basically what they're trying to do is to give back to society. And they created this foundation called Mr. and Mrs. Kanu Foundation.
Sam and Emily Kanu Foundation.
Sam and
UK.
Emily, yeah, that's it. So would you like to tell us more about it, please?
Well, yes. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to talk about our foundation. The Sam and Emily Kanu Foundation UK was born in 2007 after the civil war in Sierra Leone, where we were born. Because we've come from poor background and God has blessed us to be here, so we want to give back to society. So we formed the foundation in order to help schools and poor communities. We help with scholarships, furniture, stationery, computers, books to help schools in Sierra Leone. That's what we do. And most of the expenses come from our pocket. We haven't got any sponsorship. And that idea came about from my wife. So, and I supported her that, yes, I'm happy to go there with you. So since 2007, the foundation has been doing a lot, you know, in helping schools and communities in Sierra Leone.
Yeah, so what do you basically do? You collect stuff for the school, for the children? Is it school stuff?
We do, because we ask schools around, like Eltham Academy,
Harris
Academy. They gave us uniform, like when they changed to academy, all their old blazers and, you know, PE kits, you know, books for libraries and everything. And we ask friends and family for clothes, old clothes, which we donate. You know, we pay for them out of our own income and ship them to Sierra Leone, and then we just distribute them to the kids as well, which they love and they're happy. And we do in the countryside as well. We go as far in the countryside, like Bo or Kenema. We take stuff there, you know, just give it to them.
The forgotten villages,
you know, like village to village, you know, and Makut, is in Makut, yeah, by McKinney, we just give all this clothes there, and they bless us, and they see, and we want to do more for them, because there's poor people there which we want to really reach, you know, this item to reach them, because they need it, you know. And we can relate when we are in Africa, you know, the same thing. We can see how where we come from, you know, the poor, and we are part of them as well.
We came from poor background,
and now, and now we can see how we can help them, and through by that we pray that other people, and we're so happy other people are doing the same as well, their own charity, helping the poor and helping children. You know, we believe education is the key of everything.
Absolutely.
Education is the key, to eradicating poverty in developing countries.
Absolutely.
So we lay emphasis on education, but in the communities where we give clothes, shoes, other amenities to poor areas, and they really appreciate that.
Yeah, I know it's important to give them clothes and all these things that you mentioned, but I think that Sierra Leone has suffered a lot. You know, you guys suffered a lot, and for me, I think okay, it's nice to give them clothes, but for me, I think what they need is nutrition. They need food.
Yes.
So for that, I think that, you know, people out there honestly needs to give to your foundation. You guys need money to buy food to send to Sierra Leone, because that would be the first need. You know, okay, they need clothes, but I think something that they're going to eat, the food is necessary. It's a necessity, I think. So for me, I think that people should just visit your foundation. So you can find it in www.kanufoundation.com. So we will put all the information on the screen and also on our website and on Facebook. So please, if you want to donate, visit the website and make a donation. They're doing a great cause. It's for the children in Sierra Leone. And as you guys know, they suffered a lot. And that's the way we can really contribute and help them out. So please do visit the website and donate. That's all I have to say. I personally don't want you guys to send clothes and stuff. I want them to give donation, give money to the foundation so they can buy necessary stuff like food. Okay, clothes is important, but food is more important. So donate money so they can really help the people in Sierra Leone. They really need it. Thank you so much, Guy, for coming.
Thank you.
And thank you, guys. And don't go anywhere because next we have Eddy Isobor is here to show us how to make Nigerian egusi soup. And also coming up, we have Hyper Hype and his dancers is here to sing his latest single called Thinking of You. So we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Hey guys, welcome back, and I'm here with Eddy Isobor, our today's chef, and he's gonna show us how to make the famous Nigerian egusi soup. Eddy, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yes, thank you.
So today you're gonna show us. You're welcome. So today you're gonna show us how to make egusi soup.
Sure.
And you know, it's one of my favorite Nigerian dish. I just love it. So I can't wait to show us how to make it, and then I'll try it at home.
Great.
I'll try to make it myself.
Great.
All right, so to make egusi soup, what do you need?
To make egusi soup, I'll show you all the things, the basic things you need to make egusi soup.
Yes.
Firstly, you need palm oil.
Okay.
Because palm oil really gives you the Nigerian
Flavor.
You need egusi itself. We have the seed.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
And this is the grounded one, egusi.
Yeah.
So from these, we got that. So
All
this
right,
is
so
the
I understand that it comes from
melon seed.
from melon seeds.
Yeah, you know the fresh melon we eat here.
Yes.
We have similar melon in Nigeria.
Okay.
So from there, all those little seed in there, that's where we bring.
So they dry
this,
up and then get the
and
powder
then
out of it.
Remove the shell, and then we now turn it into powder.
All right, okay.
Right, so you need that.
Okay.
You need palm oil.
Okay.
You need salt.
Okay.
You need prawns, dry prawns.
Okay.
It depends on if you're a vegetarian, you don't need prawns or fish. You need meat.
Okay.
Depending
what
on
type of meat?
Any meat. Sometimes we cook with all sorts of
goat meat.
So many meat. Goat meat, tripe, shaki, we call it. Beef, chicken. You can. That means we call it assorted meat.
All
if
right.
you want to cook it
okay, so you can
meat.
just mix
all
of
the meat together with stockfish and all that. So you need all that.
Okay.
You need powdered or crayfish.
Okay.
Which is already grounded. You can see.
All right.
Yeah, you can show them.
Okay.
And then you need hot pepper.
Yes.
Which is called Scotch bonnet.
All right.
You need onions and
what's
spinach.
This?
That's dry fish.
Okay, that's dry fish.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Because sometimes it gives it
the
that
flavor.
fishy flavor. But it depends on if you eat everything. You are not a vegetarian.
Okay.
You don't need to put fish or meat if you're a vegetarian. But if you're not a vegetarian, you can just put anything food
all
you
right.
want. So
Okay.
you can put fish, you can put meat, you can, you know, to make it
So when you
rich
put
and
the
tasty.
when you put this dry fish, you
Yeah.
still have to put crayfish as well.
Yeah, those the putting the dry fish is part of enjoying the egusi when you're eating your fufu, your pounded yam.
Okay.
You know, because egusi goes very well with pounded yam or
Alright.
eba.
Okay.
You know,
And
and then you need
spinach
spinach
as well. Okay.
Definitely, spinach is to put some green in it,
All right.
and also, you know, spinach is good for you anyway.
Yes.
That's-
I
Right.
had egusi soup from one of the African restaurants where I live,
Yes.
but they don't use the fresh spinach. I think they use something else, dry. I don't know what is it, but it's kind of like dry.
Yes. Obviously, you're right there because you can use dry bitter leaf,
Okay.
which is also green leaf,
Okay.
but very bitter. But we wash the bitterness out, and we can use it in cooking egusi. In Nigeria, that's one of the main things they use. But here, because we have to improvise, I like using
Fresh, yes.
spinach,
I like
right,
using
yeah.
fresh as well.
So
Okay, so take us
you
through.
can-
So how do you make it? Where to start?
Where do you start?
Where do you start?
Firstly, you get your palm oil.
Okay.
Sorry, we haven't got it here, but next time I will show you the palm oil.
All right.
We get the palm oil, put your saucepan
Yep.
pan on the stove,
Yes.
on the cooker, let it hot a bit,
Okay.
and then you then put the palm oil and let the palm oil melt to a certain degree.
Okay.
And then you now start preparing the egusi. If you want to prepare the egusi by frying it, you can mix the palm oil with the egusi and then blend the onions, blend the pepper, and then pour into it. Then you can now add some water
Okay.
and let it cook. If you are a meat eater, you are not a vegetarian, you can put meat stock in it to flavor it. Or if you are a vegetarian, you don't bother to put any stock in it.
Okay.
If you eat fish, you can add the fish. Then what you then
So
do,
at what point do you put the meat?
the meat, already you have, before you put the meat,
Okay.
you must boil the meat separately.
Okay, so you boil the meat separately. All right. Okay.
Yeah, with seasonings and all. You need to season it with like some spice, some African spices and all.
Okay.
When you now start boiling the egusi, you now use that meat stock. If you're a meat eater
All
or
right.
fish eater, you use the stock to flavor it more.
All right.
Then
Okay.
you now add the meat once the egusi is cooking to certain level.
Okay.
When you now add the meat will now soak into the egusi and
All right. The egusi powder.
Yes.
All right.
Into the egusi powder, because when you put the oil
Okay.
and all that salt, you then add you then added the egusi, you added water for the egusi to boil.
Okay.
While the egusi is boiling, you then add the meat to cook with it. Then the egusi, the meat, they will all cook together and come out nice and tender.
Okay.
Remember, you've already boiled the
meat separately, yes.
separately.
Okay.
So when you now put it in the egusi, it's now soaked into the egusi.
Yes.
So when
Everything
you now
blend.
taste the egusi and you see that the egusi is cooked, what you then do?
So, but when do you know that it's cooked? Like somebody like me that don't know.
Yeah, you would know, because egusi, as it is now, is raw.
Okay.
So from
How long do you have to cook it for though?
maybe about 40 minutes.
40 minutes. Okay.
Yes.
Obviously, after 40 minutes, you will know that it's cooked. Okay.
Yeah. Then you add all this crayfish in it.
Okay.
You know.
So those one goes at the last minute.
No. While
Okay.
you're
Cooking it.
when you put the palm oil,
Okay.
put the egusi, put a little bit of water, fry the
Okay.
egusi a little bit,
Okay.
put a little bit of water, then you add all these ingredients to
All right.
flavor it.
Okay.
Before you now add your stock water
Okay, and you put the spinach
yes,
when?
Then after that 40 minutes, you know, spinach.
It doesn't take long.
Long to cook.
Yes.
So you now wash the spinach, slice it as much as you want. Okay. Nicely, and then pour it into the egusi to give it that green color, green yellow color. Yes. Which is beautiful.
All right. So how many of these do you have to use in a pot, like normal family pot? How many of these do you have to use?
Like this, you use about 2 to 3.
2 or 3 of branches. Okay.
Yeah. Bunch like that.
All right.
2 to 3 of it for a normal pot.
Okay.
Yeah. And once you've done that, you let the spinach cook for a bit.
Yes.
Then you bring the egusi ready to soak it up with your pounded yam.
All right. Yeah. And Eddy didn't come with the pounded yam today.
Yes.
So, you know, I'm not from Nigeria, but obviously I have a lot of Nigerian friends, so I know what pounded yam looks like. Yes. But I'm sure some people don't know out there, so, but never mind. I'm sure when they go to the store and ask for pounded yam, they will, so they can eat it with pounded yam?
Of course.
And what else can you eat it with?
You can also eat it with rice.
Rice.
You can eat it with fried plantain.
Okay. On its own with fried plantain, like that? Okay.
Yes, beautiful. You can eat it with boiled yam or fried yam.
All right.
So it goes, it's not just for pounded yam alone.
All right.
Depending on what you fancy to eat it with.
But you guys usually eat it with pounded yam.
The majority of us eat it with pounded yam. Yeah. Unless you're fed up with pounded yam, and you want to change.
Yeah, and I did notice as well that you guys like to eat a lot with your hands, like you just like put your hand on the pounded yam and like.
Well, when you do.
A friend of mine said to me, that's where the flavor is. You have to put your hand.
You take the word off my mouth. When you do that, that's when you know, see the true flavor of egusi soup with pounded yam.
I know. But some people don't like eating with their hands. Last time I went to a Nigerian restaurant in Old Kent Road here with a friend of mine.
Yes.
And we ordered pounded yam and I think it was ogbono soup. Yeah. And I asked for a spoon. The guy from the restaurant, he came and said to me, why are you eating with the spoon? I said, because I want to eat with the spoon. He said, you need to use your hands.
You won't believe this. What an interesting thing. I have a very special customer who comes to the restaurant. And yesterday, what you just explained now, happened between this customer, who's English, and the lady friend,
yes,
who's Jamaican. And the Jamaican friend has introduced the English gentleman how to eat pounded yam. So yesterday, what you just saying about, so I normally serve him with fork and knife when I give him his pounded yam.
Yes.
And the lady said, no, you're not going to eat today with your
fork and knife.
I'm going to train you. And honestly, yesterday.
And did he try?
Oh, yes, and he loved it.
Oh, wow. I'm sure next time when he comes, he's not gonna ask for a spoon or fork.
He loved it, you know?
Yeah.
So this is a true life story that happened yesterday. And
yes.
you're also saying
yes, mine happened last week, you know. So it's just like I just don't like eating with my hands. But I will try next time.
Yes.
Well, Eddy came with the finished product.
Yes.
And that's what it looks like. Ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, Eddy. I just spilled it.
No problem. No problem.
That's all right. We're just gonna clean it. Yeah, that's the finished product, guys.
You can put it in a place so that people can see. Do you want to put it in one of these?
Yeah, I got a plate here.
Something that you mind your dress so that you don't soil it.
So I'm just gonna take some and try it. So did you use like assorted meat?
This is assorted meat.
Okay.
There's everything in it.
Okay. So what did you put in it? You put
goat meat.
This is
tripe, shaki.
This is shaki. Yes.
Kidney. Stockfish,
wow.
Dry fish.
Oh yeah, I can see the kidney. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna take some of that and I'm gonna try it.
Yes.
It's a shame there's no pounded yam with it.
I know.
But I'm just gonna try.
Next time, definitely.
Eddy.
Yes.
This is delicious.
Thank you.
Wow,
Thank you.
delicious. Do you cook with the cube jumbo?
I don't really use a lot of that.
So you use salt?
Yes, I use salt. Yeah.
Wow, this is really nice, Eddy. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Guys, if you want to try Eddy's recipe, we're going to put it on the website. Also, if you know how to cook egusi, try it at home. Send us a video, and then we'll show it on the show. All right.
No,
so,
in case anybody also wants us to teach them how to cook egusi
or any other Nigerian dish, yes,
we are there to do that.
Where can they contact you? Where is your restaurant?
Finsbury Park.
Finsbury
Park. We have our restaurant in Finsbury Park.
Okay.
Coco's Africa Rib. It's been going on for the past 30 years.
All right.
So anybody who needs to go into the restaurant business or who wants to learn how to cook Nigerian food, we are there to
And
teach.
do you do events as well? Like when people want to come to you to, organize the event, they can come to you as well?
Oh yeah, we do events.
All right.
We cater for parties, and also we do our own personal event, like the one that's coming up soon.
Okay.
Next year, Mother's Day, we've now started which we call Nne event.
All right.
When we want to use that opportunity to be honoring our mothers, to come and enjoy themselves, dance, and we do all the catering.
All right. Okay. All right. Well,
happens that.
Okay, we're just gonna put the address on the website, and also we're gonna put it on the screen for people to contact you.
Thank you.
And also we're gonna put your details. All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Eddy, for coming in.
Nice calling me to come and present this here, and I'm ready to do more.
All right, we'll bring you again so you can cook something different.
Maybe I do okra soup.
Yeah, okra soup or something else. Whatever you want to, if you feel
whatever
comfortable.
you want me to do. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
All right. Yeah, thank you guys. Don't go anywhere because next is Hyper Hype. That's his name, so he's coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
Park, new sensational fragrance by Lollipop Couture. Like me, like me, like me, like me, like me. New sensational fragrance by Lollipop Couture. And all your time there's within a smell, within a come apart, come tell your neighbor, within a smell, within a song. Grab one, look apart, like me, tell your neighbor, tell your neighbor.
Hey guys, welcome back. I'm here with Patrick Onin, also known as Hyper Hype.
Yes.
All the way from Birmingham. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Oh, thank you so much for taking care of me. Says, okay, Hyper, come down to my TV show. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Myself is like, I'm an artist and a radio DJ, multi-award winner, actually, really. And BEFTA award winner. Other awards winner and CA awards winner. So it's like last year I won best radio DJ at CA awards, and it's like now we keep doing it. It's like I'm an artist, and I also promote models, and I promote everybody in diaspora or internationally worldwide.
Okay, so you have a radio, you work at the radio station in Birmingham?
I work in radio stations, Birmingham, yes. And all the radio stations that I worked in, I promoted it, and they all won awards.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about your singing debut then.
Yeah, my singing debut is like, I started when I was a young boy. I was a break dancer. So I grew up a little bit, growing up, people says like, okay, Hyper, what you gonna do next? And, I had to go to studios. The first time I went to the studio, it cost me a lot. That's what happens. Like, the producer says, like, okay, Hyper, you got to pay this. So I just keep changing, guaranteed level. So I changed being a radio DJ. After that, I keep moving on and being an artist. So this is how we represent.
So you started as a dancer, break dancer,
Yeah.
and then you just decide that, okay, I want to sing.
I wanted to sing. I kept on being a DJ, so I used to go on MCing a lot.
Okay.
So when I'm DJing, I go on the mic. So people trying to say, it's like, okay, why don't you start performing and rapping?
And
so
that's when you realized that you could
yeah.
sing. Okay.
I didn't realize I was a singer. I was a rapper.
Okay.
My singing just started about 4 years ago.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I was a rapper. And I thought it was like a hardcore rapper, you know.
Okay.
But I had to change because of like advices. I have to listen to people, and things change though.
So what do you do more though? Do you do more of the DJing or
No,
singing? Or?
really right now there's a lot of like promotions going on. So a lot of people, I get a lot of invites from clubs to come perform, festivals, you know, weddings, funerals. So it's like I had to change to being a singer because like I cannot do everything at the same time. But all the stations want me for their show because I bring the swag game on.
Okay.
Yeah.
You bring the swag.
Yeah, of course, the energy. We energize the place up.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But anyway, so to our viewers that watching us, can you describe your sound? Because, you know.
My sound is like, okay, I do international songs. I don't want to say it's like, okay, I'm an Afrobeat artist. No, I do a lot of Afrobeats because I do it for the fans, for the crowds.
Okay.
Like I was saying, I was a rapper, so now I do Afrobeat, I do reggae.
Okay.
I got another song, which is like a new song, which I was supposed to release today, but I had to release the new Afrobeat club banger, which is called Thinking About You Today, which we're going to perform later.
Yeah, that's right. He's going to sing for us later on. And that's your new single?
Yeah, my new single. This single is like everybody, by popular demand, they've been asking, says like, okay, Hyper, why don't you put it online? Why don't you put it online? And I says like, no, I'm holding it on. Let me go to Posh D show and let the music out. We'll give them performances of a lifetime.
Well,
and let them go cop that.
Well, I can't wait to watch you. You know, we had Valentine a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he was amazing. I hope you're gonna beat that. So we'll judge.
No,
after
I tell you what, it's not about beating. It's all about bringing the flavors to the next level. It's like I perform with Valentine.
Well, I'm gonna judge. I will judge.
You want to be the judge?
I will let you know at the end of the show.
then I'll call you on stage because I like to dance. Actually, I've got my models waiting backstage, so it's like I like to perform with women, a lot of people, but the stage is too small for me. But it's okay.
Okay.
I might call you for the dance.
Oh, I don't think so because I'm not a dancer. I can't dance, you know.
You know, the same thing like I brought the models and it's like they're going to do the catwalk. So you as a TV producer can just, like that.
I can just
like
pose,
that.
yeah?
Yeah,
yeah,
like
I know how to pose that. I'll just come and do the Posh D pose.
Yeah,
you
of
know.
course. Because it's going to go platinum anyway.
All right, okay, let me ask you this. Do you write your own songs?
Actually, I don't write my songs. All of my songs is freestyle. I just go to the studio. Because like if I'm stressed out, I go to the studio because I have a studio at home as well in my next bedroom, and I have my friend's studio. So it's like what I do, I just go to the mic booth and straight out. I've got 6 albums, all of them none written down. I just sing.
So you just improvise?
Everything.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like now if I'm thinking, like I says, okay, I might Posh D show. It's like, ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. Posh D show. Oh. So it's like we start like this. That's the beginning of the start, the intro.
Well, you are very talented though to be able to do that because some people will sit like for hours and write songs like.
None of my songs has taken more than 2 hours to make it out. None, and I've got like 6 albums right now. None of them has taken 2 hours.
Okay, so where do you get your inspiration from?
My inspiration is like the good times, the bad times, because like my first album was called The Pain and Pleasure, which is like the pain, which caused me the pain that caused me to come to being a star. And the pleasure is what we're getting right now, like being on TV, like, you know, it's time to invest right now.
Yes.
So time to reap and invest. So like, I was putting in the crops in the soil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So if you're not singing, what do you like to do?
Yeah, I like promoting and helping the community, you know.
Supporting.
Yeah, I got lots of models which I promote right now.
Okay.
Like I have one model which I'm taking out to another TV TV session. She's now accepted for, you know, one of the biggest top model UK.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
My model, and I'm the mentor, the manager, and tomorrow she's gonna go for another photo shoot. So that's what I do, helping people
good.
around me, and you know.
Yeah, that's good. It's good to support our community, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So if you were to open up a tour for somebody, like any artist, who would you be?
I got too many because like
you can only choose one.
So an artist from where, which country?
International, anywhere around the world.
To perform?
To open up the tour for an
artist. To open a tour, it's
like,
or a collab?
No, not collab, like, you know,
open
like,
a tour.
You know, these big artists, when they go on a show, they have somebody opening up the show for them.
Jeez, that's like a tough question. It's like, oh, for me, I would like say it's like R. Kelly, so we can bring in some.
Who?
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly.
Yeah.
All right, that's a good choice.
Oh, yeah, that's a good choice. And maybe I get one of the Afrobeat artists. But the thing is, like, Afrobeat artists, I sing the same like them. So I need somebody who I can relate to, somebody who I listened to growing up.
All right.
Yeah. To open the show for me, and it says, okay, like the other time I opened a show for Wayne Marshall.
Okay.
Yeah, Wayne Marshall, actually I grew up listening to Wayne Marshall, so there are a lot of big stars out there.
So who do you listen to at the moment?
Me, at the moment, I listen to everybody because I'm radio DJ, so I promote all the artists worldwide.
But yeah, I know you're a DJ, you promote everybody, but who do you really like to listen to? Like when you go home, the DJing is your job, it's the other side of you. But when you go home and you want to chill, you want to relax, who do you listen to? I don't listen to CDs. I watch DVDs because I got my compilation DVDs for the
best.
So you like to watch the video instead?
Yeah, the videos, and I got all my favorite artists out there who I put one on one DVD like that. So continuously, I keep watching them, and that's what brings me that. They give me the energy too. You know. Okay, so you like to watch. I like Wizkid as well. If I'm to do something, I like to do a collab with Wizkid. Hey, yo, Wizkid, what's up? All right, that's your boy, man.
Wizkid, I like techno.
I like techno.
Wizkid as well.
And techno is going to my country, Uganda, in couple of days. He's performing there.
Yeah, I like his songs.
Techno is good. Techno's been the UK. I was supposed to support him, but the promoters didn't give me enough for me to do my energy on stage.
What's your motto that you live by?
Wow. Motto?
Yeah.
Be yourself. And I don't have a motto, you know.
You don't have a motto?
Yeah, I don't have a motto. I just go by it, and it says like, okay, this is what I can do. I don't have a motto, but I could say...
I would say be good, do good, and then good will come to you.
Good will come to you.
Exactly.
You heard this from Posh D show.
Be good, do good, and good
Make sure I
come
be
to
there
you.
and to represent.
Karma is real. I believe in karma. So
be kind of people, help people. They'll support you back too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So anybody that's watching you out there and they want to follow your footsteps, what advice would you give them? Yeah, I say it's like always follow and listen to what they give you. Sometimes you might think you're better or best. Listen from advice from everybody, but take it easy. Don't take it too much. For the most upcoming artists out there, make sure focus. Stay focused. That's all. And stay in the right group. Stay in the right team, and you'll be okay. That's right. You heard it from Hype. Word. Well, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, he's going to sing and perform for us. We'll be right back. Cheer.
same thing. Thinking about you every day, every morning, every night. Your perfumes that you left next to my pillow smell so good. Thinking of you when I'm thinking of you. Oh yeah, baby, drive me crazy. Baby, crime, drive me wild. It's been a lonely day when I be thinking of you. Every night I feel so low, so lonely. But so when I see you every now and then, my life felt completed. Oh yeah. Baby, 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 baby. I'm thinking of you, thinking of you, thinking of you, thinking of you every day and every night. Thinking of you by my side every day, every early morning. When I wake up, the smells are beautiful, smells of perfume of your body. So lay back on my sheets, on my sheets. I still smells that when you're gone. So baby, I'm thinking of you every day and every day, every night. Your pretty smile, your pretty face, the way you do, the way you do to me. I've been loving you every now and then. Baby, 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 baby,
Oh my God, that was extraordinary.
Oh, thank you, Posh D.
Oh, yeah, that was so great. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, we like to blaze all the time. We like to blaze all the time, you know.
All right. Okay. Anyway, that's all we have for today. Thank you so much to my guest that was part of my panel today, Mr. and Mrs. Kanu. Also to Eddy, our cook, and also, of course, to you, Hyper Hype, and your gorgeous models, Jody and Beth. Thank you guys so much for being on the show.
Thank you so much.
And when is the single out?
The single actually is out today because after we leave here, we're going to. I'm going to the radio stations in London here, around London here. Then tomorrow again on another Sky TV. So it's out officially at the show today. Officially is out today.
All right. So people can go to listen to it from where?
You can listen. Okay, I'm going to put online as well on SoundCloud tonight, later on. And that's where you can start listening to, or you can visit a couple of radio stations, ask the DJs around there. And don't forget, ask any DJ, trust me, Afrobeat artist DJs in London, or let me say UK.
Okay.
You can hear my songs out there. Thinking of you.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. Until next time, we'll see you again on the next Posh D show. All right. Bye-bye.
Posh D say the show. What's up?
Bye.
Switch on TV, it's a Posh D show on Showtime. Switch on TV, it's a Posh D show on Showtime. For your news and views, good reviews and interviews, she will blow your mind away. For your hot topics plus gossip, celebrity lifestyle, she will blow your mind away. Fashion and makeup, celebrity lifestyle, and using on the Posh show.